$4,750 US gold? What? $200,000 Bitcoin? Come on, man. And is it Uranimoon time? All this and more. If you're watching this on the replay, man, just use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But if you're watching live, geez, dudes, you get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main, going out live on X and on YouTube right now. But of course, grab a tasty beverage. You miss it when we don't go live. We go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, do all the amazing stuff in between. But you get to do the synchronized slurp. That's where you grab a tasty beverage. I grab my tasty beverage. We slurp them synchronously together. It's your favorite part of the day. It is the slurp heard around the world. You must do it audibly. Don't let the team down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. It's extra slurpy today. I am Joe Main. That is 2 separate words, not Jermaine, not Germaine, like Flight of the Conchords. Joe Main, M-A-I-N. Don't you know, I've been a stacker of precious metals since 2010, a stacker of crypto since 2013. Now I do this I always say week daily live show. It was a week daily live show, but Tuesdays and Thursdays, mixing it up a little bit. I worked for 3, count them 3, of the big boy gold and silver bullion dealers here in Australia. Served thousands of customers. I've also launched and grown multiple businesses, YouTube and other social media channels. So if I can help you with your business, which you know the stuff that I've done, if you know me, you know what I've been able to do for certain businesses that are very well known, particularly in the precious metals industry. I can help that with your business, any kind of business. So just reach out to me. We'll have a chat. Speaking of chatting, we've got a chat with the amazing GMS family. Do me a quick favor, though. Can you just do me a favor, though? Can you head over to x.com/It's Joe Main? Why? Because I go live there as well. I've got 3,664 followers there. And I really want you to follow me over here because you don't just get the live show. You get all the other stuff in between. And, of course, you've got to see me do this little thing here. What this does, this helps me. I changed the thing here, and it helps me. Moon time. It helps me with the algorithm for X. So can you follow me over here, please? That would be really helpful. I'd love it if you did. Close enough for jazz? Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, boy. All right, let's do some shout-outs, and we'll talk about gold, uranium, Bitcoin, all that stuff, and get your chart requests in as well. So let's do some chats. Good morning, dude, says Jason Rosana. Good to see you, man. Richard Penn, GMS hype is looking good indeed, Joe. Could be. I know. Hey, how about morning to me, MetaMint? But good morning. Neil's here. Neil's Han Dynasty, I'm sure. Sino's fishing adventure is great to see you, my friend. Good morning, all. Cold and wet in North Queensland today. Fair enough. I'm coming to you live from Melbourne in Australia. Still freezing down here. It's winter, if you didn't know. Chicken and veggie soup simmering on the stove. Okay, nothing to do but sit back and wait for gold and silver to pump. Strap in. I'm glad you said strap in. Neil's Island Dynasty by Silver, Platinum, and Crystallized Osmium. That's a weird calling card for you. I've never seen that before from you. Yeah, it probably is. It was too late for me. It was too late. Oklo, a nuclear energy play stock, has just been doing really well recently. And Neil brought it to was it Neil or Gerald brought it to our attention, and it's just gone like this. It's just way too late for an entry for me, unfortunately. I think GMS says, hi, folks. Knackers is here. Good to see you, my friend. Throw in some throwing some lamb shanks. GMS, there we go. That's what I like to see. Did you know that the show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com. Where is it? I can't get it right. And Stormrake, stormrake.com, your full-service cryptocurrency brokerage, which you get a lifetime 33% discount off the brokerage fees, which is currently not 3%, it's 2% for the lifetime of the account. And their price is going up on June the 30th when you sign up with my link. I'll put the link somewhere later on after the show. Yeah? Yes, strap in. Strap in is the correct one, not the other one. Let's go. Let's do some gold, silver, platinum analysis. Then we'll talk about Bitcoin, crypto. We'll talk about uranium as well. There's a couple of uranium stocks I want to mention in particular, but let's start with gold. $4,750 gold. What am I talking about? Well, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I did a pre-record. I was talking about a potential next major target for gold. So I want to show you that in case you didn't see yesterday's show because it wasn't live. Let me share the screen, brah. Once again, head over to X for me, x.com. Here is gold. Here is gold on the 4-hour time frame, priced in USD, $3,396 US. We had a beautiful move all the way up. We broke through this downtrend line, and then we came up to 3,450. Obviously, this was on the back of the conflict with Israel and Iran. Has that blown over? Actually, I don't know what the news is with that. I don't think there's any kind of ceasefire as far as I'm aware, but we have seen a move back down, and we talked about this downtrend line. You would want to find it hold as support. So far, so good. Okay, pretty simple. And, break out of an area, come back, retest. As long as you hold it, all good. I'm good as long as you hold above here, $3,355 US. I don't want to see it sink back into the green zone here. That's the zag zone from this high and this low. We got through it. Once we got through it, through there, I said, once we broke through there, but once we broke through there again, okay, I said new all-time high for gold coming very soon. We broke above. We're getting close. Found that support. While we're above here, particularly while we're above here, I'm just going to say a new all-time high for gold is coming. Okay, and I would say soon. What negates that? Obviously, just breaking back below there. I don't really want to see this downtrend line broken, but I'll give it anywhere down to here is okay. If you start breaking back down in here, this is getting to this general range, and that's not preferable. The question you would ask yourself is, why aren't buyers stepping in around this general area here? Why are they not stepping in here? This is where they should be at this point if you're going to see a new all-time high in gold, but we haven't rejected it. We haven't broken through. So new all-time high in gold is coming. And what's that new all-time high in gold? What could that look like over the longer term? Let's talk about that $4,750 US mark. Now, am I saying it's 100% going there in the next weeks and months? No, I'm just saying I think it's going to be an area of major resistance at some point when we get there. Okay, let me show you why. Let me get rid of all of this for you. As I showed you yesterday, I've got to pop on my 1980s Fibonacci and my 2011 Fibonacci, and I also need this rectangle. So let's go to the monthly time frame all the way back here. This is what we're talking about now. Once again, am I saying we are just rocketing to that $4,750 level now? No, we could have the dump, could the a couple of monthly red candles could happen from here, sure, but I'm giving it anywhere up to that $4,750 level. Why is this? This is the gold on the monthly time frame. This is the one. This goes all the way back to 18 something. You got the highs in 1980, the lows of the late 90s, early 2000s. Okay, and then what you have, let me show you. I'll get rid of that one. You've got the 2.618, Fibonacci from this high and this low of that $1,900 level. It hit it perfectly, right? Again, this old high, this old high, this old low, right? Hit it perfectly, that Fibonacci, right? I still consider the 1980s to late 90s Fibonacci sequence levels to still be valid. Okay, and so I favor the next one, which is the 6.854. Now that's sitting at $4,530 US. Then what I did is I looked for confluence. So we took from the more recent high and that more recent low, and then we found confluence at the 4.236, and that's that 4750 area. That's why I have the next major target, which again, you might sink from here, sure, but anywhere up to here, that would be a pretty big extension. That's where I don't see any higher than that before we get a decent retracement. Okay, again, could happen from here. Anywhere up to here, it's not going to clear. I'll give you a 99% guarantee. You're not going to clear 4,750. You're not going to do this, right? That's not going to happen before you have something like, maybe from here, maybe down there, maybe up to here, but yeah, no higher than here, okay? That's kind of your big level for me personally. So that is the $4,750 thing. Get it? Got it good. And that range of 4,530 to 4,750 is my top end, okay? Just bear in mind, as I said, you can head down from here. Cool. What else do you need to know for gold? We'll take a look at silver in just a moment. On the quarterly time frame, and if I pop in you're going to do it to me every time. I hate it. Trading View, I love you, Trading View, but I tell you what, you're peeing me off as well. Let's see, on the relative strength index, what you do have to watch out for, and this is why I would suggest that at some point we are going to have, obviously prices go up and prices go down. Right, you got to watch out for some bearish divergence here. So I think you could, if you come up to this kind of area here, obviously this is where you are making a higher high. Cool, but then you really need that to match. That would be an equal or a lower high. If you do that, then that would suggest some bearish divergence playing out. Okay, so that's my high point, 4,550 for me before we see some kind of retracement. Now, do I believe that is it, done and dusted for gold? That's it? Hell no. $8,000, $10,000 or even more over the longer term. Ignore the time frame, ignore the pattern. But yeah, over the longer time frame, yeah, we're going higher. Okay, for sure, for shiz, but watch out for that 4,750 US dollar level. That is gold. That's my little gold thing. Let's take a look at silver while we are here. Here is silver on the, where are we? Yes, and hit the like button for gold. If you like gold, hit the like button right now. If you like silver, hit the like button right now. If you like platinum, hit the like button right now. Because where we're going, we don't need roads. Let's see, this is silver. Here is silver on the weekly time frame priced in US dollars. We're talking $36.30. We're holding quite well. I was expecting a little bit more of a downward movement, and yet we have not seen that. I am still expecting it, though. I'm going to say I'm expecting it. I'll stick to my guns and say I'm expecting a little bit lower in silver. We've gone into extremely overvalued already on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, with that, oh look, that bearish divergence has been playing out. Could that fully have played out? Maybe. Higher high, equal high. Came back down to test that 0.236. I'm kind of on the fence, actually, I guess. Yeah. Look, obviously, no shit, Sherlock. A spike above or a close above 36.70 would be very good. I'm going to say I'll be the contrarian. Let's have a look on the 1-hour time frame. Yeah, 1 hour, half an hour. It's pretty 50-50. I'm going to say a slight bias to the downside for silver still. Okay, and obviously, that breaking 36.80, 36.70, that'll negate that. Cool. That's all you really need to know. Silver is going where we know it's going. It's going past $50. It's going past $100. It's getting into triple digits, so dollar cost average. And I would only be concerned if we start breaking back below around about $33.50. Around about there is where I'd start getting concerned. Okay, but onwards and upwards we are going over the longer term. That is silver. Here is platinum on the 4-hour time frame, priced in USD, 1,238. It is rejecting where I thought it might reject at. We did talk about this on yesterday's pre-record and last week's live show, I believe. We came up to test the 0.618. Let me get rid of all of you just so you can see a little better. Okay, we like that, don't we? Yeah, I don't want... Yeah, no, I'll get rid of you for the moment. Actually, no, I will get rid of you. What am I doing? Right there. So we had that move up to 1300 roughly. It was a bearish divergence. No, you effing effer. What the fudge just happened there? Excuse me, I just deleted my RSI for some reason. No idea why that happened. Ah, you little effer. Give me 1 second, people. I don't want that. No, okay, whatever. Okay, that's annoying. Sorry, gang. Actually, if I'll do that, if I go like this, will it? Yes, it does. Okay, excuse me. Why is it making me do that? Give me 1 second. Stupid. Stupid. TradingView, you're just annoying sometimes. Okay, here we go. Sorry, gang. The higher high. We had the flattening out here. It was a bearish divergence. We came back down. We found this level here. Then we said between this high and this low, it needs to crack above the 0.618. If it doesn't, and I was saying that I'm expecting lower prices to come, we found exact resistance here at 1,600 and 1,270. So on balance of probability, this looks like it could be a dead cat bounce. So I'm expecting lower. What would negate that? Breaking back. That holding support and then breaking back above there. You do that, another high coming for platinum, another interim high coming. Cool. But I'm expecting lower, and the area that I have been expecting, if I get rid of you, would be here and here in that zone right here. So somewhere between 1,205, anywhere down to 1,145. So at this stage, my bias is to the downside for a little bit for silver and for platinum still, because we had such a huge run. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. And if you crack through there, look for a new high, and then we'll be talking about a new high for platinum. And if you want blue sky think for just a second, we'll talk about the next highs for platinum. I still think we run into some trapped money up here, so watch out for 1,430. Obviously, moving higher, which we will be doing for platinum over the longer term, you've got to get through the zag zone. So from this old high, this old low, that's the 2,300, that's the 560 back in March 2020. We all know what was happening there. Got to clear through here. Get through that trapped money, and then you clear through here. It's pretty much smooth sailing. So you clear through 1,630-ish, and then hold above it. New all-time high in platinum coming like pretty darn soon after that. Now, soon in terms of monthly, this is the monthly time frame. So yeah, I mean, you're talking into next year, okay? But a new all-time high for platinum is absolutely coming. It's going to break 2,300 at some point, whether it's in this next 12 months or in 24 months, etc. I think it's pretty darn likely. Cool. And you're on that platinum train with me, aren't you? Yes, you are. Hit the like button for platinum. Anything else I want to talk about with precious metals? No, I don't really feel like talking about the miners, I don't think. Give me 1 second while I'm having a look. Let's quickly look. Platinum versus gold. Platinum versus gold. Look at this. Found, again, the power of Fibonacci. Now it is, I guess it's a previous spike down, but we didn't touch it. Isn't it interesting? Where did we touch? Instead of hitting that resistance, we hit it right there. The power of Fibonacci, people. So the platinum to gold ratio has found a little bit of a resistance, a little bit of a resistance, and that's why I'm expecting platinum to have that little bit more of a dip as well. If you talk platinum versus silver, yeah, similar thing. It's got a long way to go, though, to really start outperforming silver, though. Okay, so platinum's got a long way to move. It could do really well versus silver. But I wouldn't say it's out of the woods yet for platinum against silver. As I said many moons ago, it was sometime last year, I said that silver is king, platinum is queen, gold might be the worst performer coming up soon. So silver I still think is the king, but platinum versus gold is looking very good. It's still got a lot of ways to go against silver, though. You've at least got to break out of that downtrend line to even say it's got even a chance of outperforming silver over the longer term. But you've got a lot of room to move here. Okay, even from here, that was a 27% move. Even from here, you've still got what? You've got another 20% move at least for platinum versus silver before it comes to any kind of major resistance. So watch that ratio. And if you don't want to watch the ratio, subscribe to me and I'll watch it for you. I just want to quickly check. This is the silver miners versus silver spot index. Okay, ratio, I should say. Let me get rid of, we'll do that. So we are currently at, no, I will get rid of you. Excuse me. Nope. Yeah, I'll get rid of you. So as this is going up, it's better. Just buy physical silver. Don't worry about it. But if you want to potentially increase your physical silver stack, which I like to do, then you might want to play the silver miners versus the physical silver index. We have broken above and we're holding above the key level of 1.27. It's a bullish change of market structure. A little bit of a spike up to 1.42. So maybe expect a little bit of a dip, but look, so far so good. And it's probably heading up to at least that 1.73 mark. We've got a bunch of trapped money as such around that area. Expect a major bit of resistance around about there-ish. I have a hair on my nose. What's going on there? And other than that, watch out for a major target of 2.4. That's a ratio. So imagine buying silver miners here and swapping it for physical silver here, seeing what happens around here. If it punches through, you could even get up to like 2.4 and swap a bunch of silver mining stocks for the real thing. My God, that would be amazing. Imagine upping your stack without having to outlay any extra cash. Although if you have dry powder right now and you want to buy physical, consider some silver miners as well. And SIL is one of them. It's listed on the New York Stock Exchange. It's the easiest way to buy a silver miners index. Okay. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about precious metals for now. Yeah, I think I want to go back and, of course, tell you to buy from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, best bullion dealer in all of Australia. Free shipping when you have 20 or more items in your order. Now, let me be clear. It's free express shipping, okay? Unless you live in some backwater, live in the backwater, and unless you'd prefer to have it shipped to a post office box or a parcel locker, I don't think Perth Bullion Exchange's shipping company that they use for their express shipping sends to post office boxes, etc. So you might still have to get it sent by Australia Post, so it might take a little bit longer, but it's still for free. You don't pay for it. Why? Because you're buying 20 or more items in your order. Do you need to buy 20 of one thing? No, you can buy 20 individual things, buy a little bit of silver of each brand, each coin, each size, whatever. As long as you have 20 more items in your shopping cart, it's instant free shipping. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, were the first company in all of Australia, in all of history of bullion dealers, to offer free shipping when you buy even over any kind of amount. Okay, they're the first, they're the best. They also have a price match guarantee. If you can find their products that they have in stock somewhere else at another major bullion dealer, which also has it in stock at the same time, they will price match for you. You just call them, give them an email and say, hey, I found it cheaper somewhere else. They're in stock both on your website and their website. Can you match the price? And they go, yeah, sure, no problem. And not only do they match the price for you, they then change the price on the website so it's cheaper for everybody at the same time. Okay, perthbullion.com.au. It's their official business policy too. You can't go wrong with Perth Bullion Exchange. Let's go back to some comments. We'll be talking about Bitcoin. We'll be talking about some crypto stuff. We'll be talking about Bitcoin to 200,000K. What's that all about? If you did miss that live show last week. Some more comments, then we'll get into it. Great to see so many people watching. You're watching Good Morning Stackers. We stack silver. We stack Satoshis. We stack skills. We stack a society right here. Let's see. Yeah, we talked about Oklo. More comments. Morning, Joe. Morning, Jason. It's good to see you. Hey, everyone. G'day, Desi. Good to see you. It's been a while, man. Haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you, dude. Hey, Joe, what are your thoughts on the Elliott wave theory? That's a great question. I think it's a valid theory. I don't know much about Elliott wave. Now, could I turn this into a plug? I probably could. You know what? Let's turn it into a plug. Screw it. Why not? You know who does know a lot about Elliott wave theory? Let's see. Share the screen, Joe. As you know, Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com. So if you want to learn to be a better investor, and of course you do, why wouldn't you? Then you want to head over to masteringthemarkets.com. At least check out their courses, okay? So they have a 10-week foundational course. This is where you learn the Dow theory, principles, and technical analysis foundations. It's 10 weeks. It's 3 live sessions per week, approximately 7 to 12 hours per week commitment, okay? And also you get, during that time, you get free access to the Mastering the Markets Academy, okay? I'll come back here just for a second. And I know I'm sort of tying this in, but it is a valid point that I'm talking about. So that's the 10-week course. I'm considering, as you know, I'm planning on doing the year-long comprehensive program. Now, this is a 40-week course, 4 units, okay, 3 live sessions per week, again, 7 to 12 hours per commitment, but for the entire year, okay? Now, one whole course is Elliott, or one whole unit is Elliott wave theory. So unit 1 is like doing the 10-week course, okay? Unit 2 is beyond the basics, so intermediate techniques, okay? And Unit 3, simplified wave mastery. It's CEWA level 1 for Elliott wave. So you learn the basics of Elliott wave theory in the whole of term 3, okay? So I'm planning on doing the course, I'm going to learn much more about Elliott wave theory. And here's a great thing about Mastering the Markets. If you don't want to join a course and you don't want to spend the money to do a course, that's fine. You can just join Mastering the Markets Academy, okay? Now, people who do the courses, they get this for free, okay? I'm sponsored by Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com, so I do get complimentary access to the Academy. You can join for free. There's a few free kind of things that you get. They do post every now and then, but it's not full on. If you're part of the Academy, the paid Academy, you've got all the educators, all right, that are there multiple times per week doing live calls. Now, for example, you've got, where are we here? If I go down to, speaking of Elliott wave, you've got Shane Hua. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. This man is a gun Elliott wave. He's a certified Elliott wave technician, okay, certified by the Elliott wave board of people, okay. The guy knows his stuff, okay. He's my quant. He's my quant. If you know that reference, Shane is my quant. So he's a gun on Elliott wave as well. So you get access to all the Shane, you get access to all the educators, you get access to ASX Trader doing multiple calls per week. It's just amazing. Academy.masteringthemarkets.com. It will cost you money. I'm not on a referral program. I don't get paid by them to, every time someone signs up. But I'll put a link below to that. That's masteringthemarkets.com. Thanks for listening to that. But that was relevant to your question. Desi, we're going to get to Bitcoin and crypto in just a second. Anyone buying silver lately? I've been buying silver miners lately. I'm always buying when you can. Yes. When I see a good price, I buy. Good one, Jason. Is there a silver miners index on the ASX? There is not. There is not a silver miners index on the ASX. Hang on. Give me 1 second. Is there? No, there's not. No, sorry. No, I was thinking about uranium. No, there is not. There is not a silver miners index on the Australian Stock Exchange. There is not. You can get exposure to the price of silver spot on the ASX. That is the EMPT EPMTAG, I'll show you in a second, but not to uranium miners. Disclaimer, I did not get paid to ask that question. No, you didn't. But maybe you should have. That was a great segue for me. I appreciate that. Joe, as the demand for silver in industry and technology increases, do you think it will ever take over demand for gold? Will silver ever overtake gold because of its industrial versatility? Well, we just need to take a look at the gold to silver ratio, which we can do. Will it overtake? I think it will in terms of its price. So I think it will outperform. I won't show you the GSR. But yes, I think it will. Will demand in industry and technology, do you think it'll ever overtake the demand for gold? Yes. When gold gets too expensive, there will be a time where silver will be in more demand than gold, and you'll see that reflected in the price, and you'll see that as the gold to silver ratio drops, silver is way outperforming gold. So yes, I do think there will be. Hopefully that answered your question. Or is it wishful thinking? It's not wishful thinking. You're welcome. Let's do some Bitcoin and stuff. Cool. Let me go back here for 1 second. There's something I just need to do, and I don't want you to see it. So give me a second. You are watching Good Morning Stackers, live on Tuesdays, on Thursdays, and pre-recorded on the other days, where we talk everything precious metals, we talk crypto, we talk so much here. Let me go. I'll go Good Morning Stackers. That's what I'll do right there. That's the one, and that's the one I want. It's the one I want. Hoo-wah-da-wah-da-wah. Give me a second. That's going to make me skip that, isn't it? Yeah, you son of a bitch. Cool. Yep, we'll do right there. Close enough for jazz. Cool. Let's go backsies. You are watching once again live as I what's the word I'm looking for? As I crack my voice. Cool. Let's go to the weekly, or let's go to the daily. Let's go to the daily, people. Love your work. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the daily time frame, priced in US dollars, 106,500. On balance of probability for me, we will see lower prices. Just like I think it's pretty 50-50-ish, but I'm going to just lean towards lower prices coming for Bitcoin. I think might be an amazing time to load up. And if you believe, such as Bisha from Stormrake, stormrake.com, your full service cryptocurrency brokerage, he actually believes we did this video. Now, if you didn't see it already, it was we went live on Friday. I normally don't go live on Friday these days, but we had Bisha on to talk about $200,000 Bitcoin in 2025. Stormrake's Bisha thinks so. So he went through his full-on bull case, and he made a really good case for it. Too. I'd get you to check out that video. It's an hour-long interview with Bisha. He talks about Bitcoin, where he thinks it could get to $200,000 US dollars in 2025, or some lower levels than that, but still higher than where we are now. He makes a really good case for it. It's not just moon boy talk. It's like he breaks it down. Okay, so watch that live show interview. That'll be great. And he also talks about his favorite altcoins as well. Also talks about Stormrake, what it is, what it does, and all that kind of stuff, how it works. But $200,000 Bitcoin could be on the cards, but I am expecting along the way some dips, obviously, and I am expecting lower prices. Could I be wrong? Of course I could. Would I love to be wrong? Of course I could. But I'm expecting between this low and this high. Again, look, it's great. We technically are still bullish. Because we're making higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so this is a higher low right there. We're making higher highs. We're making, now we did break, it's kind of like an equal low. Now here's the problem here. We're making a lower high here. I am expecting this to come down. That's why at this stage, as we've been saying, Happy to come down to here, no problem. Anywhere in this zone right here. You just do not want to break below 89,000 US dollars. That's it. I'm expecting at least a touch of that 96, 97,000. What would negate that? Look, bouncing off there and then breaking through. That, chef's kiss, game on. And then we'll be talking about higher prices. Then we'll be talking about, hey, potentially up to that $200,000 area. I need to get rid of all of you. You would think there would be a button that I could click that would... Well, actually, there is a button I can click. Then we'd be talking about that $200,000 Bitcoin kind of area. And that's all the way up. Where are we? That's up this kind of area. That's actually pretty doable. It is actually doable, right? Just to talk turkey for a second. $200,000 Bitcoin is only up to there, and that's not that far away. Okay, and that's only if it respects this uptrend line, which we've been talked about, the bottom end of the old school trend channel, okay, from an old high and an old low, just ignore where it is. But it has been respecting it quite well just recently. It has been acting as resistance. So Bitcoin doesn't even need to break back through into this channel right here in order for Bitcoin to go to $200,000 in 2025, this year. Okay, that can reasonably be reached. Okay, I do think we do see some lower prices before then. Okay, just again, as I said, watch out for those lower prices. But 200K, it's actually doable. And when you watch that interview with Bishop, he makes the case for it, and you'll walk away going, oh yeah, actually, really doable. So watch that interview, please. So that's what I'm expecting, though, a test of that 97 at least, and watch out for a break of the all-time high. Then we'll talk even higher. That is Bitcoin. Let's take a look at some altcoins. We'll take a look at the altcoin market. Ooh, we rejected. Looks like we rejected. Here is others on the daily time frame. Okay, we're at $238 billion market cap. Overnight, we had a pump. Oh, shiitake mushroom. Did we? Yeah, we did. That's not great. Okay, so we're from this high and this low. We came up to test the zag zone. Okay, so that's the zone between the 0.382 and the 0.618. We found the power of Fibonacci, right? Exact resistance right there. Spike, spike, failure to hold, failure to break. Oftentimes from a failed move is a fast move in the opposite direction. Oh, that's bad. That just happened as we were talking, I think, too. Could I be wrong on that? No, we just ticked over. I'll take a look at a couple of the alts that I'm in at the moment. I'm in a couple of alts. So maybe not good. Let's see. Yeah, we're broken back down through 243 billion. That's not a good sign. That's a bad sign. We tried to break and hold this uptrend line. We broke it. We held it here. We're broken back down through there. Ouch, I might need to clear my position and take a loss on that. Okay, look, you're right at the death knell. Right at it. Now, as we know, markets love to fake you out to shake you out. Okay. Oh, it's even breaking it now. I don't like this. Max pain from this low and this high. We're breaking now through the 0.618. That's not a good sign. Okay. Let me just see what some other crypto is doing. Give me 1 second. Sui. Oh, yeah, not good. Not great. Let's see. This low and this high. It's right bang. It's got to hold that 0.618. So it has to hold it literally where we are right now. It must bounce from there. Must. Could it bounce? Could this be, again, faking you out to shake you out? Yep, could totally be. Sure. But if you break Sui, for example, at $2.94, that's going to head down, and I'd say probably lower lows coming. Okay. Don't like that. That just happened. Look at this on the 1 hour. Yeah. That all just happened then. That's very frustrating, okay? On the positive, look, we had that move on the daily time frame. Yeah. Oh. Okay, Ondo. Yeah. 77 cents. Not great. Dot. $3.80 on balance of probability. Heading down further. Yeah, look, we just broke there. That's not good. Not good, kids. Okay. Right at the 0.618 as well. Now, that's not because I'm taking it from this spike to here. If you take it from here, it's already been broken. It's already been broken, okay? Hold here, please and thank you. You don't want to cross below $3.78 for DOT. Basically, a lot of crypto is going to be at that stage. Let's take a look at hype. We did mention it. We'll take a look at ZBCN. And we're going to talk about uranium as well. Oh, man, we've got so much to talk about. It's going to be a slightly longer show. Here we go. Yep, there we go. We finally did it. Cool. Here is hype on the 4-hour time frame, priced in USD, $41.30. We did it eventually. We have confirmed the bearish divergence. And man, if I had have not been doing this show, I would have shorted the crap out of this. Damn you, Salazar. Damn you, wonderful subscribers. I really would have been watching this morning and I would have shorted. If it had have broken here, this is where I would have gone short. You sons of bees. I was preparing for the show. If it had have broken right there at that 43, if I'd have seen that, taken a short, and I would have been riding it. Although I love my subscribers so much that I will take the hit for you. So higher high, lower high on the relative strength index, obvious bearish divergence. Once it broke market structure, so it came to broke through that little spike right there at the 43.50. That was the signal, and then you've seen a larger move. Okay, so at the moment we are on the daily. Yeah, look at the spike, man. What do we say about spikes? Spikes mean SHIT. It's all about where things close at. That's not a good close, and we've opened the new day. We're 15 minutes into the new day. Not great. Okay, I would suggest probably it's a little bit lower coming. I'll happily find, if you find support at that $40 level, okay, that's fine. Come down to here, bounce off, but if you break through around about that level right there, call that $40, yeah, watch out for some lower prices on hype. Okay, that's hype. Currently not bullish on the crypto in the shorter term, but again, this might be a very good opportunity for you guys to pick up some very cheap stuff here. Let's take a look at ZBCN, ZBEC network. Okay, we've had a bit of a rise recently, but it has rejected. Where did it reject? It rejected within the zag zone. Okay, so that didn't play out. We have rejected the bottom end of the zag zone. I'll show you on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, rejected at bang on the 0.382. Had a little spike, but again, it was a spike. It's where it closed at. And so heading down potentially further on the 1-hour time frame. Oh, yeah, okay. You're finding support so far at the 0.0045. As long as you hold around about there, that's preferable. So for my amazing ZBEC network fanboys, that's a complimentary term, not a derogatory term. You can come anywhere down to, as long as you don't break here. So don't break there at 0.00445. Stay within this area here and then break back out of there. Great. Onwards and upwards you go. You don't want to see that broken. Otherwise, not great. Cool. That's ZBCN. I did ask you a couple of weeks ago, did you take profits up here? We talked about it. I know I'm a broken record, but just bear in mind, I did say higher highs, lower highs. Did you take profits? Then when we got to here, double top, lower high on the relative strength index, I said, have you taken profits? So and many of my subscribers have taken profits on ZBCN. Good for you. I can't say that we're out of the woods just yet and it's onwards and upwards. I would say if you broke through, yeah, it's not until you get through here of that 0058 level, then yeah, new all-time high for ZBCN coming. Good. Until we're above there, don't know. And we need to hold that 00445 level. Otherwise, down she goes. Okay, ZBCN. I talked about TOSHI, of course. Let's take a look at... Again, this could be all short-term stuff here, people. So let me get rid of all this for you. And that, and we'll talk TOSHI. Here is TOSHI on the 4-hour time frame, priced in US dollars. We are at 00051. We did not we did not break through the zag zone here, so we didn't break through 00058, that area we're talking about. We found exact resistance at the Fibonacci level of 0.5, and we're right here, and here's where you don't want to break. Do not break that. That's at it's 0005. Don't break 0.0005, and you're okay. On balance of probability, you more likely are going to do that. But if you do that and break through there, great. Onwards and upwards, we probably go. Okay. But on balance of probability, that is likely to happen, and you don't want to see that. You do that, then you're making a lower low. Okay. In TOSHI, the meme coin of base chain. If when crypto goes through a crypto altcoin run, altcoin season 2025, or whatever next altcoin season, pick the year it's going to be, I think TOSHI will be one of the front runners in the meme coin space because it's the meme coin of base chain. Okay, do your own research as to why, but I'll be back in a major way in TOSHI and join the amazing fanboy community there if when the data provides itself to say, Joe, time to get back in. That would be a good move. That would be nice. And preferably, yeah. Oh, there you go. Look how that's set up perfectly right there. Through that downtrend line would be great, and you break up through there, then I'll probably take a position in TOSHI, but I'm not there yet. Okay, leave a comment below if you are in TOSHI, my funky people. I did also mention XRP. Then we'll get to talking about uranium very quickly. I need to see what my uranium stocks have done as well. Here is, we'll go back to the big boy, the weekly. Here is XRP on the weekly time frame, priced in USD, $2.23. It's still within this range that we've been talking about for a long time. Nothing is happening. Nothing is confirmed. Definitely higher or definitely lower from here. While we are between this range here of $1.30 to $2.60. Okay, if you break $2.60, and gee, have we found some resistance there? Yeah, we have, because it's a major Fibonacci level from the old school highs of the 2017, 2018 days, and the old lows back in where were we? Back here in 2020. Okay, so this high and this low, you've got this $2.60 final hurdle for new all-time highs. We haven't cracked through it yet. If when we do and we hold a support, I'm going to say, brilliant. You do that, new all-time high coming in XRP. If you break below $1.30 and do something like that, I would have to say, yeah, not great. And then you're at least going to test this downtrend line. That would be the ultimate right there at that downtrend line. If you do break through there, then yeah, not good for XRP. Not a lot to say. It's just in a trading range at the moment. XRP does happen to be one of Bish's favorite cryptos. Why? Because it is a top 10. It's in his top 10. It is an ISO compliant crypto. It's the ISO compliant crypto. If you don't know what we're talking about ISO compliance, go watch this video, the live show I did with Bisha. He'll talk about that. And XRP, Stellar Lumens, a bunch of others, Algo as well. They're all ISO compliant, okay, for the banking regulation system. So if crypto is going to do well, XRP is going to do very well, okay? Got to see it at least climb and hold above that $2.60 level. That's where we are for XRP. Are you bullish on XRP and crypto in general? Leave a comment below or during the replies. And speaking of Bisha, you absolutely need to be, if you're into crypto and you don't want to do it yourself because you just could not be buggered, okay, head over to Stormrake, stormrake.com. They are one of my brand sponsors, and you do get a lifetime 33% discount off brokerage fees, okay? With the link that I'll provide in the info section of the YouTube page as part of the pinned comment, or if you just want to type this into your address bar, bit.ly/GMS, capital letters, Stormrake, lower capitals, lowercase letters, okay? Excuse me. That will take you to the sign up page for Stormrake. Now, you can just go to stormrake.com, find out more about stormrake.com. They are a full service cryptocurrency brokerage, okay? If you sign up with them, you will pay market price for whatever Bitcoin is. You'll pay a 3% on top of that brokerage fee. Now, they do Bitcoin, they do altcoins, but you'll pay a 3% brokerage fee. Okay, now, come July the 1st, those brokerage fees are going up a little bit as well. However, if you're thinking about getting into crypto, you're not even sure, okay, you don't even know if you want crypto. In case you are thinking about it for the future, I would highly suggest right now that you, or sometime after the show, at least sign up for Stormrake. Again, because why? Well, number one, you'll get 2% fees instead of 3% fees. Now, here's the good thing. If you sign up before June the 30th, you get 2% for life. So even when they start increasing the fees from July the 1st, you're grandfathered in. Okay? Anyone you send this to, my particular link, anyone you send that to say, hey, family, I know you might not be into crypto now, but you might be into it later. Hey, Uncle Dave, I know you've been thinking about buying crypto, and I know you don't know anything about exchanges. You don't get how it all works. Okay, just sign up to Stormrake. Again, Australian-owned, operated, and they're now going international as well. They're doing great guns. Get them to sign up with this because 2% for the life of the account. Now, if you start a different account, okay, for some reason, sure, you'll pay the higher fees that you would normally pay. But if you sign up through me, 2% for life of the account before June the 30th. Now, after June the 30th, though, if you sign up on July the 1st, you'll still get the 33% discount on whatever the new fee structure is. Okay, so it's always better to be doing it through me, but before June 30th, 2% for life. Now, that's equal or even better than some other brokerages out there, and again, they do it all for you. Now they'll be custodian for you if you want, but if you believe, just like with precious metals, if you don't hold it, you don't own it, not your keys, not your crypto, then they'll buy it for you. They'll buy it for you at the best price possible. Again, they do it all for you. You don't have to worry about the exchanges and all that stuff. Maybe you don't know much about crypto and how all that stuff works. Then, if you want, they'll hold it for you. But if you don't want that third-party counter risk, they'll just send it to your nominated address. So you can do self-custody at the same time. Okay? Really, just go check them out. All right? Stormrake.com. Find out more about them. Don't sign up with their account, though, their create account, because you'll pay 3%. And then as prices rise, you'll get charged more. Do it through this link right here. Get it? Got it? Good. Stormrake. Stormrake.com. Let's go back some more comments, and then we'll talk about Uranimoon. Uranimoon. Welcome, Krishna. Congrats on your PhD. Hey, Krishna, good to see you on the channel. I am doing my PhD in anthropology. Nice, so I don't get a lot to invest, but my strategy has been ride the crypto tide, sure, and buy gold and silver later. I love that. Up your stack with crypto. Year end would be great for crypto crescendos, in my humble opinion. You could be right. Absolutely right. Speaking of crypto, Neka says, Bitcoin Cash holding well at the moment. Right. It's not even on my radar. So that means it could be. Bitcoin and XRP had a bit of a pump overnight and pullback happened. Yeah, exactly right. Okay, are they dropping now? Crypto prices dropping fast. They are right now. Yes. Anybody else know why we're nosediving? Again, because we just failed to hold those levels. Where are we right now? Give me one sec. Are we still... Yeah, XRP is actually holding quite well. But other altcoins, not so much. Give me 1 second. What are we doing? Oh, we back up. Yeah, cheeky bastards. They fake you out. Oh, they did it. They fake you out to shake you out. Ondo, what's that done? They've done it. They faked you out, I think. Let's have a quick little look. Where's others? You can't see the screen, people. Sorry, I know. Give me 1 second. Oh, you cheeky mongrels. As I said, they fake you out to shake you out. Let me just share the screen very quickly. Now, this doesn't mean we're out of the woods, but look at this. Remember others we just talked about? We were right down here at the 0.618. Excuse me. Ondo was at the 0.618. Dot was at the 0.618. We broke through. They fake you out to shake you out. So let's take a look at where 2 seconds ago, we just showed you. Dot. Look at that. I said beware of the fake out. They fake you out to shake you out. Look at that move. Oh, that's really interesting. That's very interesting. I'd say Ondo is not out of the woods yet. Ondo not out of the woods. Let's give it. I could be wrong. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no. Not out of the woods for Ondo. But Dot might be faking us out at the 618. Sui looks like it might be a double bottom at the 618. Could be faking us out here. Bear in mind, we've got to clear above, clear areas of resistance and things. So not out of the woods yet, but they could be faking us out to shake us out on crypto right now. Back to the main scene, and we shall XRP to the moon. There's always got to be an XRP moon boy. Good on you, Hazard. I love it. Why not? It will happen, he says. Fingers crossed. Cool. Let's talk about uranium. Uranium has had a big move overnight. We'll spend about 5 minutes on this topic, then we'll do final comments and get out of here. Uranium, interesting. Let me share the screen for you and share some information. Why did it have a big move overnight? This could have something to do with it. So Sprott. So as you know, Eric Sprott. Now, Eric Sprott has been a massive silver precious metals bull for a long time, but he also loves uranium as well. So the Sprott Uranium Special Fund, okay, he's Sprott to buy $200 million of uranium for special funds. Asset manager Sprott, Eric Sprott, said it plans to buy about $200 million US dollars worth of physical uranium for its dedicated fund, for its Sprott fund, after raising twice as much money as planned via a bought deal. Canaccord Genuity is to acquire 11.6 million units of the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust. I think that's the Uranium, is it? We'll have to double check that on the charts. Double what had been announced hours earlier. That's amazing. So just hours earlier, Canaccord said we're going to buy X amount, and then they doubled it afterwards. So Toronto-based Sprott said Monday morning in a statement, strong investor demand led to the size of the deal being increased. Sprott said the offering is expected to close on or about June 20th. Ooh, interesting. June 20th could be something to watch out for. News of the investment comes after spot uranium prices rose about 5.5% in May. Okay, they went 5.5% overnight. Nuclear energy has emerged as one of the main beneficiaries of the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill. Thank you, Trump. A broad legislative package that aims to reshape US energy and tax policy. Absolutely. Okay, recent executive orders from US President Donald Trump provide additional tailwinds. They aim to bolster key areas such as uranium mining, tick, fuel production, tick, reactor deployment, tick, global exports, tick. Thanks, Trump. Good job, my friend. Haters gonna hate. Let's see. So let's take a look at the price. Let me go back to, I'll use you. Let me go back here so you can see me a little bit better. Let's take a look at URA. So uranium miners. Okay, so this isn't the uranium. So I have to go back here, sorry. So this is, where are we? Uranium? On the New York Stock Exchange. Okay, so this is the spot. Oh, this is the Eric Sprott uranium miners one. No, I want UX1 futures. Okay, let's try that instead. Excuse me. The futures. Why is that open like that? That looks crap. There we go. So uranium futures. Okay, so this is mainly tracking the uranium price. Opened, and what's that? You can hardly see it, but it gapped up. Let me show you. Let me just do the percentage. Where's that? That gapped up 7%. Okay, that's really interesting. Yes, everything's climbing now. I've got a little alert going on. I'll have to show you that in just a second. So the URA, which is the Global Uranium Miners Index, that shot up around about 5%. So it gapped up overnight in the New York Stock Exchange thing. Yeah, 5. No, it actually hit up. Wow. 8%. So it wasn't even 5%. It was even higher then, but it settled and closed at around about 5.5%. Okay, overnight. Not bad now. Does that mean it's onwards and upwards from here? No, not necessarily. I mean, you can have, we've had a huge move in uranium. So yeah, it can tick over from here. So bear in mind that. So I think though some uranium plays have probably opened on the Australian Stock Exchange higher. So let's see where we might be with those. And the one I wanted to talk about in particular was Alligator Energy. Okay, here we are. Here is Alligator Energy, AGE. Now, it's a uranium explorer. Okay, let's find out a little bit more about AGE. Give me 1 second. AGE on ASX. Let's take a quick look at Grok. The ticker AGE is Alligator Energy Limited, a company primarily focused on Screen Joe. Just the screen and Joe. Focused on uranium exploration and development. Okay. Company profile, blah, blah, blah. Recent posts. Let me ask, have they found anything yet? Have they found anything yet? And are they producing? Let's at least find that out. Let's see. Has made significant uranium discoveries, but is not yet in production. Okay. So they made the discoveries. AGE acquired the Samphire project in 2020, which includes Blackbush and Plumbush deposits with a combined blah, blah, blah of 47 million pounds of uranium oxide. An update, December. Drilling in 2024 aimed to expand the resource. Etc. The Caramel deposit holds 6.5 million pounds of uranium, not yet producing. So it's not yet currently producing uranium. The company is in the exploration development phase. Okay, so do bear that in mind. It has found significant discoveries. It's still got to get it out of the ground. Okay, so bear that in mind. This is AGE. We were sitting yesterday. Let me just show you very quickly. If I go to the academy.masteringthemarkets.com, I posted here on the back end, like the paid section, right here about AGE overnight. I posted it around about 11 p.m. last night. AGE closed today at its daily high. Okay, and so it closed at its daily high, and it didn't even wick. That was at 3.4 cents. So I said with uranium miners popping overnight, you probably see higher prices in the morning. Right here. And I was expecting, this is the weekly time frame, I was expecting it to open probably higher. And I think we have done that. Give me 1 second. Did I get my position? Watching, not in. Did I get my position? Oh, yes, I did. I got my position in there. Fantastic. You can't see what I'm looking at. Look at my position in Alligator Energy. Ooh, and we are up to 3.8 cents as of right now. So let me show you on AGE. This is 20 minutes delayed. I do not have the live version. I've got to pay for it. I subscribe to the Essentials package on TradingView, but if you want live, like as it's moving ASX trading data, you've got to pay extra. Pricks. But I'll probably have to fork out for that. But as you can see, this is where we were on the daily time frame. We were right here, and we have opened, and we've so far hit 38. It's actually right now it's at 3.8 cents right now. So we have broken through decline resistance. This was also Fibonacci from this high and this low. So that's through the 618. Not that one. It was this one. So from this high and this low, that 3.4 cent level was sitting, not that one, sorry, it was that one. Right there. That's where we were sitting just before we opened this morning. This old high, this old low was sitting right there. So bang on decline resistance, bang on the zag zone, okay, between here and here, right that zone right there. And then URA opened, it closed higher overnight. So now we've seen the move, and now we're sitting at 3.8 cents. You just can't see it here because it's not the live data. So looking good. So I was in from 33 cents right here. So I'm currently in profit, and I'm bullish on this over the longer term. Okay, so I'm probably just going to hold this until it breaks market structure. I don't think I'll probably trade this. We'll see what's kind of, and if you wanted to trade it, I probably wouldn't trade it now. You're out of the zone for trading this and getting a decent risk to reward. You'd be playing this for the longer term. Okay, let me get rid of you, and no, not you, you and you and you. Cool. So we're here now. So the risk to reward is less than a 3-to-1 ratio. Let me show you. Forecasting a long position. So if you were to get in now, and the price is at 3.8 cents, here's the problem. The price is at 3.8. You have a bunch of trapped money here at the 5.2 cent mark, and you'd have to put your stop loss all the way down here at 2.8 cents. So that risk to reward is only 1.4. You preferably want to have at least a 3-to-1 risk to reward. Okay, so you're risking a lot for not much of a gain. Now, the fact that I was down here at 3.3 cents is, for me, is a 3.8 risk reward ratio, which is much better. So I could trade this if I wanted to. I could take it up to here, see what it does here. If it starts rejecting here, I could get a 3-to-1 risk to reward trading ratio. But really, I'm considering just holding it for the long term. I'm bullish on uranium, bullish on nuclear energy. Where nuclear energy is bullish, then uranium is bullish. So I'm just hoping it just punches through here. I would suggest that if you did want to take a trade on AGE, then you would want to do one of two things. You would either want to wait, and it might come back, right? We're at where are we? Yeah, we're at 3.8 cents right now. So right there at that line, it might come back and have a retest. As long as it doesn't break back below, and as long as it holds that 3.4 cent mark, I'd say, you do something like that, great. Then you could take that trade, because then you've got a higher low, and then it breaks back through. Then you could take it at around about that 3.8, but you just can't probably do it now. Okay, you'd want to wait for that kind of thing. Otherwise, if you want to be a little bit more conservative, you wait for the break here of 6 cents. You see what happens. When it goes to war here, does it make it through? And if it does, then you're looking good. Okay, so that is AGE, Alligator Energy. Other ones that are doing well at the moment, let's see how all the other uranium ones popped up. BSN. BSN, what's that doing? You can't see it there. Let me just check it for me. Oh, it hasn't done much. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So it looks like, where are we? Deep yellow. Okay, and something I just got into. So let me show you here what I just got into. I got into AAE. So I need to change this to a yellow one. I just got into AAE as well. My buy order was triggered this morning. Similar thing. So this is Aura Energy Limited, AAE. Let me find out what they are very quickly. AAE on ASX. You want to find out more? I know what they do, but let's find out for you. AAE, not AGE. AAE. No. AEE. Sorry. AEE on ASX. Sorry. Excuse me. AEE is Aura Energy Limited, Australian-based exploration mining company. Again, so exploration and mining focused on uranium and polymetallic metals in Africa and Europe. Have they found anything? Oh, thanks for answering my question already. Made significant discoveries. Great. Are they producing? Not in production. So just like AGE, Alligator Energy, they're exploring. They've found stuff, but they're not yet in production. I did take a position. Why? Almost the same thing. It was sitting at decline resistance right there. Overnight uranium went well, uranium miners, so I thought this would catch a bid. It is so far catching a bid, and we're at 155. I got in at 150, so I'm happy to take that. And look, I'll put a stop loss somewhere lower. I'll keep watching it, but it's looking pretty good. I'd say if it breaks out of that 160 mark, that's a very bullish change of market structure. I'm happy to front run this, and I'll take my risk on it. But if you break through 160, that's really good. And then you're looking nice for a further pump. And again, I'm bullish on uranium in general. So I think you're looking good. And this is good. And this is off bullish divergence as well. Lower lows, higher lows on the relative strength index. Cool, cool. You break that 16-cent mark. Golden. Cool. And what else is doing well? DYL. Deep Yellow Limited, which I'm back in at the moment. Go away. Oh, I'm back in you. Great to be back in you. DYL is at 16.5 cents. I got in a little bit low. I got in on this breakout here at about 1.15 cents. I think I got in at. So it's now at 16.5 cents. And DYL is a producing. It's one of the biggest producing uranium miners in Australia. Okay, so if you're bullish on uranium, you'd be wanting to have a look to get into DYL, okay, on the ASX. And Fibonacci wise, from this high and this low, cracked through the 0.618. Right there, that was at that 14 cents roughly. We're looking like potentially we're moving onwards and upwards. If it cracks through 18 cents roughly, then looking very good. Bullish on it over the longer term. That is DYL. That is nothing else I want to talk about in terms of that, because we're running long. You love it when I run long? Don't you love it when I run long? Hazza, you have a great appetite for your analysis, my friend Joe. Yes, I do. And honestly, it's all thank you. I've always been into the analysis, but I'm not joking. It is all, not all of it, but impartial. Thanks to Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com. It's given me a new lease on my analysis life. I'm not joking when I say that. Planning on doing the course, I've learned so much about bullish, bearish divergences, this, that, break of market structure, all that stuff, and bringing it together with the stuff I already understood about Fibonacci and stuff. So good, Mastering the Markets. Thanks for going overtime, Joe. No problem. I sold most of my 1 ounce coins and concentrating on larger sizes from 2 ounces up. Fair enough. Minimum premiums on 1 kilo bars. Yes. Main source from, Facebook groups, much cheaper from, and few from dealers, Bullion Now, Liberty Bullion. And who else do you buy from? Hazza? Come on, say it. If you haven't yet, you should be. Buying from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. You've got your eyes on the Scott's Dragon Bar. Wow, very cool. Carolyn, good to see you, my friend. I've not been into crypto, but I'm starting to become. Sign of the times. Is XRP centralized? Yes, I think it might be. I think it's centralized. Yeah, it is centralized as far as I'm aware. I don't think it's decentralized. Someone else can tell me. And Carolyn, again, if you do want to get into crypto and you don't want to do it yourself, I highly recommend Stormrake, stormrake.com, and sign up with my thing. And you'll get before June the 30th, you'll get 2% brokerage fees for life of the account. That's really good. Okay, and send this to your friends and family. Yeah, has Flare done a deal? What was this? Has Flare done a deal with PayPal? They have a connection to PayPal. Yes, they do. We've talked about that before. Yeah. Thank you. You said it. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. You joined Stormrake. Oh, thanks, Carolyn. I certainly hope you joined with the link, because you'll get 2% for life of the account. PBE seems to be popular. They're incredibly popular. As you know, they've been around since May of last year. I helped them, and I currently still help them. I helped them launch and grow on social media. Their YouTube channel is doing great. It's just doing great. They're producing amazing content, and I taught them the skills of how to do it. So, last plug for me, and then we'll get out of here. If you have a business, if your friend has a business, if your family has a business, and they do social media, but they're kind of like, they don't do a lot with it, and it could be better, at least get them to have a chat with me. Now, I do charge money for my 10-week content blueprint course, but I'm literally teaching you the skills, or you're the person running the business, or the employee in that business who will be handling the social media. I teach them the skills of how to create consistently engaging social media content to build communities just like this. I did it for Bullion Now. I launched and grew their YouTube channel from nothing, because I was their first employee, to nearly 20,000 subscribers by the time I left the company. Videos that had almost 1 million views. Okay, multiple videos with hundreds of thousands of views, tens of thousands of views. Okay, I built that channel. Okay, and then people have taken it over, and they've been wonderful stewards of it, and everyone there doing the social media is still doing an amazing job, but I started it, man. And I can do that for other businesses. I actually went into Ainslie Bullion, as you know, and I revitalized their social media channels. They were basically a terrible copy and paste job. It was awful. So I went in and said, well, this, that, and the other. And now they've got a flourishing social media presence, particularly their YouTube channel as well. You should check it out. Doing great guns over there. I can do the same for any type of business, almost any type of business, but that's why we have a chat. What does your business do? Let's see what kind of community you can build. If I feel I can help your business, then I will say so, and then I charge you money because I'm a dirty, greedy capitalist, but that's life. Yeah. And yes, you did. You did sign up with my fantastic. What are the minimal buy package? What are the minimal buy package on what stocks you have bought? I don't know that. I don't understand the question so much, but if you're saying, do you have to buy minimums? No, there's no minimum. You could buy $10 of something. You buy $100 of something. That's no problem. You don't have to buy. There's no. It's not contracts. You're not dealing with. It's not like buying silver ETFs or anything like that. If that makes sense. Yeah. Everything's crossing up at the moment. It's going to be a good day for my portfolio. Oh yeah, it is. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you have watched Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main, going over, but I like to go over for you guys. You will get another live show on Thursday, but of course, in between, you'll get some gold, silver, precious metals, Bitcoin analysis tomorrow. Everything else that we do here. Hi, Carolyn. Great idea joining Bish's group. I won't be long myself. Good. Join stormrake.com. Do it with my link because you'll get that 2% for the life of the account. Okay? Grandfathered in. Grab your tasty beverages, people. Shall we? We'll do the final synchronized slurp. And don't you know, we actually dance it out too. Do I do the sounds? Oh, no. That's the one I want. That's the one I want. My sound effects too. Dudes, grab your tasty beverages. Whatever you're drinking right now, grab your tasty beverage. We'll do the final synchronized slurp. Non-fluoridated water. You do you. I'll have a second coffee at some point. You know what? I'll slurp it just for you later on down the track too. Ready? And we dance it out because you have watched.
Good morning, Stack. Oh yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stack. It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronize. Slurp.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now
Slurp
we're
it.
on the move.
That was a really good sesh. Love your work, people. Geez, you guys are good. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking whatever you're stacking. See you on the live show on Thursday, but keep watching my videos all the way through the week. See you soon.